Gaming in the Clinton years was the best TV. Gaming in the Clinton years is honestly one of the best shows I've ever goddamn seen on this entire platform they call YouTube.com. You know, it's a really good. It's a real good show. Gaming in the Clinton years, you know, it just lets me experience what gaming was like in the Clinton years and what Bill Clinton had to do with gaming. Gaming was honestly a different thing at the time. You know, Bill Clinton and his gaming assortment, you know, his gaming division, the gaming division of Bill Clinton, just made the gaming scene so much different, you know. It was truly different times, different measures, you know. You know, I mean, who could have guessed that the president himself had a gaming division? I didn't. But then when I saw gaming in the Clinton years, it all just came back to mind, you know. I had it all in the head. I had it all figured out, but didn't work out too well. You know, Bill got ousted. Fuck Bill. Bill's a bitch. You know, it's not Bill Nye. It's just Bill. Fuck Bill. You know, that's why they have a movie about killing him. Bill's a cunt. Bill's a cunt. Bill has the same name as Bill Nye the Science Guy, and Bill Nye the Science Guy, honestly, one of a fucking bitch. Bill and Bill Nye the Science Guy really have some things in common, and these things are being a fucking cunt. You know, Bill Nye the Science Guy and Bill have so many things. Just really, they must be hated by everyone. Like, what the hell are they doing? Like why are they against? Like, Bill Nye doesn't even have a video game company. Bill does have one, but well, did have one until he got ousted from it. But you know, it's just kind of his fault. You know, it's Bill and his pals. I don't know Bill. Like why did he do these things to get ousted from a video gaming company and office? Like that's kind of cringe. Would have been cool if I made that. No. You know, there are only 70 instances where Bill Nye the Science Guy and Bill actually met up. You know, Bill Nye the Science Guy and Bill really had chemistry for some reason, and like they were weird boys. Like they are weird boys. Like, did you know that Bill Nye the Science Guy like actually tried to stab him at one point? Like Bill was pleading on the floor, and Bill Nye the Science Guy was just looking, and he was saying, "Hey, it's just a science project. I don't get this kind of science project, if I do say so myself." It's kind of weird shit, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if Bill Nye the Science Guy and Bill they can't work together properly. I mean, if you force them to work together, it's just kind of a weird thing, honestly. It's just kind of a thing that like can't work out. You know, considering like everything that's going on right now with Bean and Bill Nye the Science Guy and Bill himself, the big Bill. You know, it's not going too well for Bill. You know, lost his video game company, was stabbed by Bill Nye the Science Guy, and he's being called a cunt by me. I mean, who really treats Bill like that? I mean, I did call him a cunt, but if you ignore that part, I have been nothing but cool to Bill. And considering my current, you know, misdeeds for Bill, it's just kind of annoying, you know, that Bill Nye the Science Guy and Bill have come out to be like these monsters that get ousted by their own things. You know, that's kind of cringe. You know, in a true sense, the speedrun does speak a lot of things about Bill Nye the Science Guy and Bill himself. I mean, these two were competitors until they weren't. Like they were fucking each other up. Like that's just how it is. Sometimes if I think about Bill and Bill Nye, but it just doesn't work out too well. Like, even in my head, they just hate each other, stabbing each other. They have chemistry like the entire time, but when they're about to kill each other, like, what's the point of even trying? I mean, if they just gonna kill each other with knives and stuff, you know, that's not a PogChamp move. It is indeed quite an unfortunate business, if I do say so myself. I mean, did you think about it? He got ousted from his own video game company. Thank you for gaming in the Clinton years to tell me about this. Like, it just doesn't feel right to buy a Bill Clinton game. And Bill Nye the Science Guy probably thought the same as he was stabbing him, because I don't know. I never heard of an experiment where you stab, you know, the experiment. Like, what do you expect to happen? He's gonna die, or at least bleed. Like, maybe the experience was about bleeding to death, you know? But I don't know. I'm not the one to judge. You know, considering these experiences were going on and on and on. Like, I don't know what's going on at this point, you know? It was just a lot of silence and death. You know, considering all of these things, you know, they weren't Tupac champ, if I do say so myself. Bill Nye, like he really fell from grace after that incident with Bill. Like, I don't know about that. Like, I don't know about him anymore, honestly. Like, after he stabbed Bill, I don't know. Like, yeah, it really doesn't sound like an experience to me, if I do say so myself. Considering, you know, all the accusations against him too. Like Bill Nye, the science guy. Like, people have been saying that he has been, you know, harassing them. I never expected this from Bill Nye, the science guy, but apparently it's been going on for decades, you know. Like that's just the antithesis of not knowing someone just through a TV screen. And this is just a tragic story if I do think about it, because Bill, you know, losing his company because of some stupid decisions he made. Yeah, but he lost office and his company for some stupid decisions. Like, that's a bit harsh on the guy. I mean, EA still exists, am I right? Like why would he lose his company? And Bill Nye, the science guy, you're using him as a fucking experiment victim for a goddamn knife. That's not cool. And the entire story is just really sad about Bill Nye, the science guy, just stabbing him. Thinking about it more, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you stab someone like him? You know, he did a few fucked up things, but I still wouldn't stab VDP445. Neither would I Bill. I mean, Jesus, I don't want to become a murderer, you know. But Bill Nye, the science guy, he's completely fine with murdering people just because, you know, they did a lot of things. But I don't think Bill did anything to the level of VDP445. But like, Bill didn't try to fuck children, you know? Like, why would you kill someone who didn't fuck children? Try at least. I mean, I could see it, you know, see it coming, that DDP445 would go away, you know, someday, you know. Someone has a bright idea, if I do say so myself. But why'd you kill Bill, you know? Bill's my pal. Well, we were pals at one point, but, you know, some things happened, you know. Some things, you know, there aren't things to speak about, you know. Sometimes you just don't speak about these things, you know. When Bill Nye, the science guy, does an experiment, you know, something's breaking you know. Just happens. You know, if it doesn't go too well, something might break inside of you, you know. There's a thing. It's called remembering, you know. I remember every moment of it. I was there. Unlike most people, I was actually there, you know, at the scene of the crime, the scene of the experiment, but I called the cops on it. Like, I can't be there again. Like, I did the funnies. I did the calling of cops. Like, he doesn't like me anymore for that, because I called the cops on him and his experiment partner, so I'm probably not welcome there anymore. Like, Bill is kind of a weird dude. He gets stabbed in the goddamn chest and is angry at the person who called the cops on the person who stabbed him. You know, like he's a weird dude. I don't understand Bill. Bill's a kind of weird. Yeah, he's weird. He's honestly just as weird as some other people here, you know. Like, people really believe that he did a lot of things. Bill is a weird man, yeah. But he's not weirder than Bill Nye, the science guy, you know. Bill Nye stabs people for fun. Bill gets stabbed for fun. It's kind of weird all around, if I do think about it, you know. It's kind of a weird story how this all ended up happening in the first place. I mean, who calls out Bill Nye, the science guy, on national television, and then gets himself an experiment with the same person he called out? It's kind of weird, like the entire thing. But you know, if you think about it harder, some things just don't add up with this entire thing in general. Considering the entire thing was just. Like, some people believe that this entire thing was made up by Bill Nye, the science guy. It's kind of a weird thought if you think about it hard enough. Like, I don't know about this whole like, Bill Nye was the perpetrator behind it all thing, but some people do believe it. So yeah, it's kind of a weird moment of realization probably for Bill Nye, the science guy. If he really was behind it all, I would be really impressed with the whole planning of this. Like normally you don't plan such things when you go and commit a crime. Normally you just kind of do a thing, and this thing is kind of weird, kind of illegal. But like Bill Nye, he did some fucked up shit. Some fucked up shit even I can't get behind. Like, why would you do such a thing? It's weird. Like, it's weirder the more I think about it, actually. And my phone is ringing. I mean, thinking about it, that was probably the end of the story I wanted to tell, because, like, Bill Nye the Science Guy himself, and like, he was talking a lot of things. Like, he said a lot of things all the time, but if you think about it, he never really said something that bad, you know. He never stabbed someone on national television. Bill never stabbed someone on national television, but, you know, if you get called out for it, you know, you just have to, you know, go behind it, you know. He went behind it. He said it was an experiment, like, even after being convicted and all. He's now in prison, but why would he? Like, why would he do that? Like, he was the hero of everyone. Like, he was the hero of goddamn Game Theory Madman. Like, why would he stab someone and mark it as an experiment? Like, he has nothing to experiment on. I don't even know anymore. Like, did he have an experiment on him? Like, probably not. Like, it's just kind of a weird thought that someone would have an experiment on someone just to stab them. You know, that's a weird thing. Probably, maybe trying to figure out, like, if the person dies if they were stabbed in a certain location. But that's a weird test, you know, for a person that is claiming to be full of sanity and just simply trying to improve on science. It is kind of a weird thing to do to someone. I think I don't understand particularly well. But I can be wrong, you know. Maybe Bill Nye the Science Guy is one hell of a person, you know, trying to be the best that he can be, but with all the evidence against him and me seeing what he has done to him, I don't think Bill Nye the Science Guy is deserving of that title, you know, the title that he's been generously given. I think personally, Bill Nye is not doing too well, and neither is the person he's stabbed. No one is doing too well after the incident. Even I have gone through a lot of things, and this is probably the worst thing I've gone through. It is a weird man. Bill is a weird man. And Bill Nye is also a weird man. Both people deserve better than what they currently have, you know. One's a prison, one is a hospital, man. I don't know anymore. There has been too much information for my brain to handle at this point. I mean, at some point you gotta think to yourself, wait a minute, what is going on anymore? Like, in my opinion, there's nothing really going on that makes any kind of sense, even considering the current climate, you know. Nothing adds up to me anymore. Like after what happened, you know, nothing. My brain went complete blank mode after that, and I don't even know what's going on anymore. Like, what do you want? I don't even know what you want anymore. Explain it to me, please. I just want to know. I just want to know.